something, tell me.
Okay, we are live.
Yes,
We'll
we are
go live
alive.
on Instagram as well. We're live on Instagram. Beautiful, beautiful.
Happy New Year, everyone.
All right.
We gotta apologize for the noise. We're here at the restaurant, so Queen Shiva.
Yeah, I don't think it's too loud, but yeah,
Okay.
right now we're gonna just go ahead and go straight to the PAUCA website.
So we'll be
And-
talking about PAUCA, Pan-Africa United Community Advocacy, the community brand.
And Zion's gonna go ahead and develop piece number 50 here tomorrow, which is owned by the Shashamana micro brand.
Wow.
So this is a nice piece.
Yes.
Let's see, on the umoja here, it's just
Yeah.
called yolk, like egg yolk.
Yeah.
On Kuji Chaguya here, that's called sun glow.
Uh-huh. But you gotta let them know what that means in English too.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
that's in,
Emotions, unity,
in
that's our bubble up here.
Swahili. So we want to know what.
Kuji Chaguya, self-determination.
Yeah.
We have Ujima, which is collective work. That trades wooden right there.
Yeah.
Ujimea, which is cooperative economics. We have Nia, which is legacy and purpose, another yoke section. We have Kuumba, which is creativity, change, and beauty.
Yeah.
That's Kuumba. And then you have right here behind in the background here, Imani. It's just horizon. That's faith.
Yeah.
Faith in.
With nobody without faith, but it says faith with no work is empty either. We can have all the faith, but we got to do the work. That's what we're doing.
So
And we did the work. Now we want to share it with the community.
So faith and community. So
Yeah.
Now we're on PAUCA.org. We're going to navigate the website real quick. Right there's the most recent uploaded
They gotta let
merchandise
them know
items.
what the website is. Just simple PAUCA.org.
Yeah, PAUCA.org.
It's not that hard.
Nope.
So all you have to do, go there, PAUCA.org, and just learn for yourself too. But we're just gonna go through with you how everything works.
So right at the top, we have the most recent shelf items we've added to the catalog. So these are items that are expressed into the catalog by a co-publisher in the community. Each item that you see here only has 10,000 units ever in the catalog. So every item is limited.
Yeah.
And the co-publisher from the community is making 50% product net profit per unit. So while you're on PAUCA.org, make sure you're checking out the shelf, as we call it, and put together a couple outfits while you're there.
Yeah.
Buy some gifts for other people. It's a fun thing.
What is the limit for? Or can they have four?
No, you can get as many as you
Yeah.
want. You can buy as many as you want. But the publisher is putting up 4 items.
Yeah, that's what I
And then
the four
their items have 10,000 units each.
4 items.
So overall, you're putting 40,000 units in the catalog, which is incredible.
Yes.
So Pan-African United Community Advocacy. Welcome to the PAUCA brand, an impact puzzle for collective publishing on the public notary service. By collecting a publishing title in the Pan-African United Community Advocacy brand intellectual property, you are now a part of a community of property owner developers, creators, and contributors working together to co-publish a sustainable collaborative economy from our shared advocacy brand.
That's right.
PAUCA is pronounced PAUCA, and as a greeting, it means I got your back.
Yeah.
PAUCA.
It's not poker. Don't get it wrong. It's PAUCA.
PAUCA.
We got your back.
Hey, if you
got
really
each
want to
other's
say
back.
PAUCA, I ain't gonna stop it.
We got each other's back.
But if I say PAUCA, I got your back. And literally, if it's on the clothes, that means I actually got your back.
Yeah.
I
I know you got my back. I got your back too.
I got your back. Yeah.
That's how we have to operate.
So on the website, it says, before you continue, read part 1 to the deed to the brand. A brand is intellectual property. So it's property born from the mind. And all property is established, or not all property, but property can be, we'll put it that way. Property can be established with a deed. A deed refers to fixed points, measurable distances, that are impartially witnessed to create property. So before you continue, read part 1 of the deed to the brand. That spells out the public publishing portion, which is 16,000 publishing titles, 60% of the brand, and ensure it is a property you'd like to own and co-publish with a like-minded community. If you're curious about the impact puzzle publishing behavior and launching/reorganizing your intellectual properties for collective publishing, visit Let Me Out Productions. That's my studio, so, but oops, we won't talk about that too deep, but there it is. All right, so instructions. If you do not have an Ethereum public notary wallet already, download the MetaMask app. I'm going to go ahead and click on the link. There's also a browser extension for MetaMask if you prefer to manage your notarized publishing from a computer. On this computer, we have Rainbow Wallet, which is the same thing. But here's MetaMask. MetaMask.io is the website. And you download it, and you can put it on your phone. You can put it on a tablet. You can put it on your browser. Now, this is a digital safe. Think of it as like the safe that would go into a wall in your home. And instead of a dial with numbers that clicks into place, you're going to get assigned a list of words. That list of words is sacred. The reason why it's a list of words is because it's really hard for AI to hack that and get that right.
Yeah.
But you have to write down that list of words, hopefully on a physical piece of paper when you go to sign, and then stick that physical copy somewhere extremely safe. And I also recommend keeping a disguised version in the cloud somewhere.
It's like your PIN number for your wallet.
Yes, exactly.
So, as much as you can, you rewords or whatever. So that's important, just like your PIN number. So your wallet is really your bank account.
So here we're on the Shashamane Micro wallet here.
Yeah.
And you can see it has all functionality. I can copy my address. I can send property, and I can send finance. I can buy property and finance and the notary right there. So this is Rainbow, but it looks the same as MetaMask. Anyway, download
so it's
MetaMask.
like functioning with your bank. You can send Zelle, you can do this, you can do that.
Exactly right.
So with this, the same way, we're just creating our own way of doing it.
So you
online. So you
download the app, and then you go ahead and go to you can go to own.pauca.org to find these pieces. We already have a piece we're going to develop already, but did I already get the piece from Mike? I think I did.
So the whole point how, you combining Shashamane Micro, already a business I'm trying to do. And then I'm adding it up to the PAUCA brand because that's a community brand. It's going to support my Shashamane Micro. Exactly. So when we say community brand, you might have your own brand. You can combine it, or you can use that brand to create your product or services to market yourself online. Or you
PAUCA on our OpenSea marketplace are about $13. And so all you have to do is use a debit card. You don't even have to buy any. There's no to do that, and you're able to buy pieces that way.
Yeah, it's like if we have a land, you're buying your own plot.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
So when you buy this in the PAUCA brand, you buy your puzzle or your plot that is part of all the community brand.
And you can see here when you're buying the piece, here's the piece of the property, $12.86. The network fee is what we're paying Polygon to notarize, is 3 cents. And then the MoonPay fee, which is the fee that we're using to just use the debit card, is 50 cents.
Yeah, just like how we pay at the restaurant for.
Exactly right.
They make us charge for the fees.
Anyway, we're not going to do that right now, but we already have it to go. So it's that easy.
And very limited, so you guys have to jump on it and buy it.
Exactly right. There will only ever be 16,000 publishing titles in PAUCA.
Yeah.
So that's it. And if you think that's a lot, that's not a lot.
Yeah.
That is not a lot.
Compared to we have what, 45 million people here, just Black people here in California.
Well, you know, and
And
anybody
we're
can buy these too.
1.2 billion Black people in Africa. We are around 3 billion Black people all over the world.
This
So
piece
the
here.
power of coming together and put the money back into each other through PAUCA brand is going to be amazing.
Exactly
I can't
right.
wait. Yes.
This piece here is number 50 tomorrow, and this is the piece we're going to be going through and walking through the development process. So you've installed your MetaMask, you've purchased a piece, or you've purchased 53 Polygon into your MetaMask, and then you went and now you're shopping for a piece. If you're actively at Queen Sheba Restaurant and you see me, come talk to me about this.
Yeah. If
I'm
you have
usually
any
here.
question, he's here. A lot of the time, like 10 hours a day.
Yeah, most of the time, most of the week, probably 6 days out of the week.
Do businesses with each other, and it's
Plus,
just
it's
an
all the
amazing,
ancestors of-
amazing
You know, it's a less.
project.
And Leon here is the patron of the behavior. She's so important to carrying this on. I'll always say 20 cameras along a racetrack, and he recorded a horse galloping along the racetrack. Well, the person who believed that in that experiment and said, yes, do that, and organized the property, organized the equipment, and arranged for all of that to happen, that guy's name is Leland Stanford. So the behavior of filmmaking doesn't exist without Leland Stanford believing in Edward Muybridge and them working together.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing here for the behavior of co-publishing.
Yeah. I really believe in it too, because collective work, again, you know how we were talking about we don't do that. So this will help us actually, buy from each other, exchange from each other, learn from each other, share each other, market each other, put the money back into our own community. So that's the whole point. Our money is coming out of our community without returning. So how do we do that?
Real quick. Let's look at a random line here. Let's look at your Network Nova line. This is actually the line that comes from the Queen Sheba restaurant. So they have a sticker, a tote bag for $36, a t-shirt for $38, and a hoodie for $50.
Yeah.
So if I go to here, we're looking at your line.
So everybody can have that too. That's the whole
Exactly.
point.
This is why I'm bringing this up here. So the Network Nova Essential Tee is $38. The vendor cost of print's a little high. It's $28.21, and we're good. We're going to localize this. No worries. But this is this is round one.
So we can actually put that back to the community as well.
That means PAUCA would be making $9.79 if PAUCA was greedy and keeping all of the net profit. But here, the impact of owner, which is the publisher, you, the person who owns the PAUCA piece, and says, I'm going to design that hoodie. And you say, okay, I'll put the piece on the square in the center in the hoodie, and I'll put my own brand on the back. Great, that's design effort. Your design effort is now making $4.90 every time one of these hoodies sells. And off 10,000 units in the catalog, that's now a $48,000 position.
Mm-hmm.
So we always say, we want to increase the visibility of our businesses, what shapes the mind. We want to increase the transactability of our businesses. You've just increased the transactability of your business by 10,000 transactions at $4.90 a transaction.
Mm-hmm.
It's potential, but it's there. And you can help that potential when you're around the neighborhood. You go to a gift shop, a smoke shops, a Spencer's at the mall, and you network. Yeah, you network people that go to festivals, those kinds of things. They might buy bulk orders. And we're using a merchandise in that to illustrate what this is doing in the economy, because we're all out there buying. People are out there buying expensive outfits, and they're competing about the outfit expense on social media.
Yeah.
And here it's like, okay, if I'm watching your social media and you have that jacket that's like $1,200, you have those jeans for $800, you have that hoodie that's $750. I'm personally, I think you'll go clown.
Mhm.
Personally, I'd rather see you say, I'm in this hoodie at $50, and
Yeah.
$8.26 went to my grandma, and the other $8.26 went to the amazing Pan African United Community Advocacy brand, which is helping another grandma pay their rent.
Yeah.
And that means that 10,000 units you're wearing this around.
Yeah.
You're one of the 10,000 who owns this unit.
That's right.
You've made that
Especially-
person $82,000, which is incredible to think about.
Yeah.
Think about an elder in your community, and you're just wearing a hoodie like you normally do, $50 hoodie like you normally do, and you're one of 10,000 people that made that elder $82,000.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Which for a lot of people in our community that are 60 and above,
Yeah.
they don't need a lot. That's a retirement nest
Mhm.
egg for them. to be
Yeah.
honest
It's all
with you.
about the numbers.
Mhm.
You know, how we really work the numbers to work for us in our community at the end of the day.
So we'll look at the line again. This is the line: a sticker, a bag, a shirt, and a hoodie. Nice color flow. You know, you got different options on the hoodie: red, black, all this
Yeah.
stuff. You got a green shirt. You know, there's different ways you can put together the flow, but the entire kit costs $131 for all 4 items,
Mm-hmm.
and you're representing a $194,000 position.
That's right.
And that's for Queen Sheba restaurant. Just to be
Yeah.
clear, I want to be transparent. We
Yeah.
don't talk about these things. We're advertising,
Yeah.
but that's huge.
So that's just Queen Sheba restaurant
That's one
collaborating with PAUCA.
yeah, with PAUCA.
Yeah.
And PAUCA's
So
getting the other
everybody
half
can
of
do
that.
the same thing with their
Exactly right.
brand.
And when people are looking at this, they're saying, "Wait a minute." So 40,000 units at 131 for all 4, 10,000 times 100,
Yeah.
and that's what that adds up into.
Especially, let's say you have a nonprofit, you're trying to do fundraise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by selling those T-shirts, you can do a fundraising just
Exactly
like
right.
that. Like you can put, you know, you're trying to sell 40,000 T-shirts for a good cause, where that money goes into building community businesses, small businesses, and then profit. So
We'll show you guys how easy it is to. So step one. So you bought your piece, and you got your equipment, you got your digital equipment, your wallet, and you got your Discord, which is also on PAUCA.org. Possible to bring up here.
the live lining.
Anyway, so you have MetaMask and you have Discord, which is the Town Square app. It's going to load a little slow right now, so we can skip that for now. The first step once you get your PAUCA piece is to make a new piece for somebody else. There is a website that you can go to on a browser called photop.com. And on the Discord, there is, and on the community publisher, there is the template right here. And all you have to do is download the template. That easy download. Now it's downloaded. And
So the photo P should be right there inside the PAUCA.org, or they have to bring it up.
there might be a link on photo on there. I'm not.
Yeah,
I
if
can't
we can
remember.
put like a link there, would be great. And we might be able to just make it easier for them to just go directly there.
Okay. So there's the template, and then once you're in here, it's all laid out in order. So
Yeah,
it's the background layer. You remove the purple layer, you can replace the background. Okay, just do
You go
whatever you
step
want.
by step, you know, however.
Then you go up,
Yeah,
right? So it's all laid out. Step one is Umoja, your unity layer. That's your red bubble over here.
yeah.
Step two is Kuchi Chagulia, your self-determination layer. That's right here, this
And then
bubble here.
collective work.
Regime is collective work,
cooperative.
cooperative economics, legacy and purpose,
Yeah.
Creativity, change, and beauty. And then Imani, it's faith and community triumph.
Yeah.
Right here, you have food justice. In the yellow circle behind her head, you have social justice.
Yeah.
The red circle off to the right here is environmental justice.
And then the other one.
The P is.
What about our economy justice?
It's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the border.
Mm-hmm.
So P is land access. A is
That's
housing
access to land, access to housing, access
education,
to healthcare, access to education, and access to opportunity.
Exactly right. And then the economic justice is the layer, is the border.
Perfect.
So,
so it has value. The PAUCA brand is, and then the 7 sectors where we really can advocacy, because we're doing advocacy work. So how do we really advocate for our community in, the policy where they have sectors, agriculture sectors, housing sectors, education sector, business sector, family sector. There's so much sector that they really put the fund in there that does not come into our community. But through all this, what we do together, then we should be able to get the fund back into our community, even though everything we pay taxes is going to every other community, but not in our Black community. So through here, so we can build the basic human right, which are the accesses.
All you have to do is change the art around. I'm just giving you an example. And you can do it in a way where you're inspired. The idea is you do it in a way where you're inspired by these descriptions, but don't feel handcuffed. You know what I mean? Like try there.
Yourself, yeah.
It's art. So if you're saying, oh, I really can't think of something that means cooperative economics, well, just put something you like, put cats. you know,
whatever.
That's what people have been doing.
It's just giving you, the ability to think and put something in the logo, when you're doing it. But otherwise, you can just be creative. If you have pictures that you love and you took pictures, you can put it right there.
Exactly.
Or if you just want to put something that you're doing for your own brand, you can use those type of things, what you sell and what you do in your own brand, to put it right there.
And so we've made the new piece. We were kind of skipping, in the interest of time, we're going to skip over that step, because it usually takes about 20, 30 minutes to get through all 18 layers. And you can use over here.
It's about effort. Effort is what is the impact.
The most fun way to do it is to go out with your phone and go take 18 different photos and put together like different textures and skyline and building and paintings and stuff that you see, and just gather those 18 layers with your phone and look through your old pictures and stuff. Another way you can do it, if you're going to use a generative AI, there's one called deepai.org that this is an ethical generative AI, and you can just sort of go in here and say Unity as an undersea abstraction. And then it'll give me some sort of rendition of that. There it is. See, that's kind of cool.
That's Unity.
Yeah. See, that's nice. It's like an angel kind of thing. And then
coming
you just
from
copy
heaven to the earth, to the water.
And then you can just go right over here to emoji, and I'm going to go ahead and paste that in there. I'm going to scoot it over to the layer. And see that? I'll square it up a little bit, and I'll shrink it down. And it's that easy. I'll carve it, and bam.
Boom. Right there.
So that didn't take very long to get from there to there.
Yeah.
And now I'm done with my my emotion steps.
Yeah.
So if you need a training on how to do this, that's why I'm here most days. And you can get on the town square and call me.
Yeah.
We can get on a video call and do it.
Yeah.
So next
and do it together.
Yep. And
we're gonna have a workshop too for that. So once we're ready, we'll let people know so they can sign up.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Next, you do you curate, design, and price 4 items for our catalog. And here is our print to order catalog right now. We're going to expand this catalog, and we're working on as many. Do I need to log in?
Just pick like 4 that your heart wants to do, and then be good at 1 or 2. If you're good at selling t-shirts or hoodie, so if imagine you're good at selling the hoodie and I'm good at selling the t-shirts, and everybody buys the hoodie from you, everybody. So we all make, we all
Well,
eat
we want
that
to build
way.
a fashion allure, and that's kind of the idea. So if you guys use social media correctly,
Yeah.
and you're saying, and you're being transparent, saying, I got this hoodie for $50. Okay, so you're not bragging about the cost of the hoodie. You're bragging about how $8 is going to your neighbor, and how $8 is going to PAUCA brand, and how the rest of it's going to the vendor, which is also local.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're trying to talk about. Is the transactability, that economy staying in the community and advocating for each other.
That's right.
So when you're looking at our catalog, just curate, design, and price. 4 items for the catalog, and you can see these guys have a ton of stuff. All right, they don't run out. They have everything.
Just pick 4.
You pick 4 things, and then if you want to add more things, just get another piece.
Yeah.
That's how to think about it. So if you're saying, "Oh, I want to put everything that they have," okay, well, you might need 10 pieces of PAUCA to do that, but that's fine. They're only $6.
Yeah.
This is exactly right.
Yeah.
Now's the time to get 10 pieces of PAUCA. It's okay. We'll do the Bella canvas shirt. We'll do what do we want to do here? Let's a bucket hat. I know the hats have been popular. Look at all the different. Look at the beanies and stuff that they have. They got all these different things. The joggers. They have the footwear.
I mean, you can pick so much options. The reason why, the 4 items are, good to pick, because then you have 4 items to focus on to get it right.
Then it's
Then
also
you can
about
add
saturation.
More and more.
We all were doing 50 items.
Yeah, we
we're
don't wanna-
competing with each other too loud.
Yeah.
I want to be able to look in my closet and have 5 or 6 different PAUCA hoodies, and be able to choose which one I want to wear for my outfit.
Yeah.
Match my shoes and my hat and all of that.
Yeah.
But I will have 5 or 6 different PAUCA hoodies. That makes sense. And that way, when I put together my social media, I'd say, okay, hey, yeah, this one's $60.
Yeah.
It made a granny or my auntie or the pastor $10 a hoodie.
Yeah.
And it's
it
just
is
there.
a brand, and just like any other brand, why do we buy other brands when nothing valuable comes back to the community or the people, the human being,
We're not forcing
So
people
it's
to
all
do it,
about value.
but we are suggesting that folks put the stickers.
Yeah.
So that's why you see everybody has a sticker on their line, because the stickers are very inexpensive. Kids can buy that.
Mm-hmm.
So a kid can buy that for $7. Now they can be a part of it. Put it on a lunchbox, on their laptop, on a device or something. Now they're part of it. They're part of that brand. Now they can think about like what we're trying to do here. Once we get to that champion, that supreme level,
Yeah.
And when somebody launches a hoodie, God forbid, 10,000 units sell out immediately after launch within 3 days, kind of like Jordan's or something.
Yeah.
Well, now
That's
the
the whole
stickers,
point.
if you miss out on the, okay, well, let me get a sticker. So, people aren't making a ton of money off the stickers.
I like the bags too.
Yeah, the bags are nice. So your Network Nova sticker, $7, right? So it's $2 net profit. But that's a $10,000 position off the sticker. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. And as we say, hey, that's a big. It's a low cost
That is
item.
what it is. We're living in the market.
And if that 10,000 stickers sell, you make $10,000. Like, who doesn't want that? I want that right now.
Yeah.
So that's how to think about that. So curate is choose the 4 items. Price means that there's a pricing range where you can go a certain low. Like if you only want to make 50 cents a unit, that's your choice.
Yeah.
That's yours. We're not going to tell you what to do,
You
but
can pick whatever.
Be an entrepreneur.
You can even pick expensive stuff
Yeah.
if you have people who can afford to buy expensive things.
And our vendors are going to expand.
That would be your brand.
If a vendor's comes along and they want to do a camel skin blazer
Mm-hmm.
with and sew some PAUCA embroidery in there, or we're doing a puffy coat
Yeah.
with FUBU. Shout out FUBU. I know you're watching. All right. That's so yeah. Curate price and design 4 units of merchandise. The designs that we have so far, they haven't really gone too far out of like people buying the piece and then okay, I'll put it in the center and then label it.
Yeah.
You know, or put
You can have it on the side too.
when you
We
can
don't
do all
want the
sorts
whole
of
thing
things.
right there. You
Like-
can have it like right
Look at
on
your
the
Unity
side.
shirt here, right?
Yeah.
So on the back it has Pan African United Community Advocacy and Queen Sheba Ethiopian food,
Yeah.
and then on the front it just has the PAUCA piece.
Yeah.
I actually really want this shirt. This is an amazing shirt. I don't have a dark brown shirt, so
Yeah.
also-
The dark brown is the thing now.
and I don't really have a dark brown shirt that has. Oh no, I don't have a dark brown shirt. Period. And then I don't have one that has complementary color flow on it too. Like that,
That looks
flows
beautiful
really
right
nice on
there.
that brown.
Yeah.
And then on the back you have the Queen Sheba
Yeah.
flow. So you're co-branding, and this is a good example of PAUCA advocating for another business, even though it's your business.
Yeah.
This is a great example.
We can collaborate.
It could be my business. It could be Let Me Out Productions. It could be our bear thing. It could be Marshall and his in the barbershop down the street. It could be Mind My Own Business.
Mhm.
You know, who could be one of our vendors in the catalog. So,
Yeah. I
So
mean,
you-
it's really as simple as 1 + 1 2.
exactly
You
right.
know, you get your PAUCA items and you just promote them and sell them and you make money.
By the way, the catalog that we're using is Spring, Teespring, and that one is you can sign up for free, but they do some vetting process to make sure that not anybody's going out there
That's
doing it.
good.
But and then they have the website we use is Beacons. So when you click on the Beacons, it'll give PAUCA a referral when you sign up for Beacons. We want you to launch your own website to point people to your merchandise and stuff too.
Yeah.
So when we eventually host our PAUCA parties, is what we're calling them, we're going to just walk people through this. And then by the time you buy your piece and you get your stuff set up, you're going to have your own website. You're going to have your 4 items of merch up. You're going to have 40,000 units in the catalog across from like $160,000 to $200,000.
That's no
potential.
brainer. That's no
It's really,
brainer.
it's not, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
you-
so.
If you don't have no business, online business, and you're trying to build your business online, whatever, even if you're doing working for start, this is amazing. Everybody needs to have online business. If we don't have one by now,
That's
we're
exactly
going to be
right.
left behind because that's where the world is going.
You know, step
We're
3.
living in a internet society.
Yeah, the digital property all over the
Yeah,
place. You guys have
yeah.
to get involved in
Gotta
digital
have your
property,
ownership.
own it, and publish it, develop it into results that are working for you from catalogs that are advocating for each other.
Yeah.
And she's at the forefront of that.
It's like having your land. You got to work on it, put some vegetable in it and sell it and make money. Or you can just own the land and sit on it, you know. But if you work on it, then you can make money off it. So that's the same thing online. If you don't have, you got to have a business online, regardless.
And the third step, so we went through the, you make a new piece for, so you buy the piece, you get your digital equipment, you buy the piece, you make a new piece for somebody else. So that means you go through the 18 steps and build a piece. You curate, design, and price your 4 items for the catalog. And then you write a newsletter for the for the PAUCA newsletter. The first entry submitted from a co-publisher was from a high school student named Jada, who wrote across from number 58, which is called "Look, I Just Like Giraffes." And this is her piece here.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, you can see it. It's loading a little.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's
That's her piece.
Yeah.
So she bought this. This was a pre-existing design. She purchased. Well, she didn't buy it, but we sponsored her entry to the publication. And then, as part of an intern program, she expressed this piece into the newsletter. And she's the first community publisher to write for the newsletter. You can read her article right on news.pauca.org. So anybody can write for the newsletter once you have a piece. We ask that it's positive. We ask that it is advocating for the community in some way, shape, or form. But
Yeah.
outside of that, it can be whatever you really want. It can be about your business. It can be about your pet. It can be about your family, your church. testimonial, just, hey guys, I'm thankful. I'm glad you're alive. Who doesn't like reading that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So the newsletter, once we have enough PAUCA publishers, everybody will be limited to one publication per quarter, which is every 3 months in a fiscal year. And that will just help us organize who gets what to put in there. But right now, I think there's not that much on our newsletter. I think I wrote something and Jada wrote something. So I think that's where we're at. And if you ever have anything, send it to me. I'll put it up there. And then Zion and a lot of our friends and colleagues in this area of Sacramento, we love our community bazaars, our community events.
Yeah.
Ideally speaking, we're doing twice a month.
We do a lot of event going on.
So these are tabling events, and it would be really cool for people to have their signs like this, where you have your specific little PAUCA thing in the corner, and on whatever brand you're doing, whatever you're bringing to the event. And it can be whatever it is, It can be something you're selling, something you're representing. It could just be testimony. We want people to start taking these opportunities to share testimony seriously.
Yeah.
So there it is. There's your 4-step process. Make a piece, curate, design, and price the merchandise, write for the newsletter, and then table at an event.
Wow.
And now you've published into the advocacy brand, and all 4 of those efforts will publish you into the network, which is what's actually sustainable in business. So people know who you are and where you're coming from and how you've contributed to the community. That's what's sustainable in business.
And that's what we're building here in Sacramento. So far, we're starting small, but we're growing and growing. Eventually, people are going to line up to get in. Because, by next year, it will be all gone. And then people will have to, wait in line to get in.
While you're here, go to the Queen Sheba Restaurant tab on the PAUCA.org and order online.
Yeah.
Place an order, come pick it up. And then when you come pick it up, come a little early. Come sit down and see me.
Yeah.
All right. And if I'm not here, I'll be on the town square. I'm always on the digital town square on talk.pauca.org. That's how efficient the website is. If there's something like, news.pauca.org.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I want to own the brand? Own.pauca.org. Do I want to go to the merchandise store? Store.pauca.org. Can't beat it.
You can't beat it. We got you.
We
got your back. So
we have our
jump
events,
on
it'll be
it.
events.
It doesn't matter what, $6, $10. Get your
let's look
PAUCA
at-
brand. It's not that hard.
On the OpenSea one, if you're buying with your debit card, it'll be $13, I think. If you're going to go through the process of buying what they call cryptocurrency, don't be scared. Think of it as when you go to the arcade and you need to buy a certain token for video games in the arcade.
Yeah.
Here, to buy the property on that specific public notary, you need to buy the specific currency for that notary.
Yeah.
But it's not an arcade where you're playing games. It's just property transfer.
Yeah. We got to learn how to all those things work because that's the future anyway.
Yeah. Well,
So
we were already doing it. Go to
this
the
will give
laundromat.
us a chance to jump into that platform.
Actually, that's a great point.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good point. We all need to get used to it anyway.
Yeah, we
So,
have to because
it's may well.
5-10 years, if we don't do
Yeah.
that, we're gonna be left
Yeah,
behind.
that's a great point. In fact, I want people to start thinking about that.
Yeah.
So use this as an opportunity.
To
Really?
learn.
Yeah, like we said, it's $10. It's less than $10. So what that means is, you're not going to go around. Oh, I'm going to spend $300 on Bitcoin and hope it goes up to $700. No. You're spending $6-7 on a title to publish into the catalog, into the newsletter, into events, and then do a piece for somebody else.
Yeah,
And
that's your key to get into
and the merchandise
brand.
alone. Who doesn't want to
Yeah.
just think of it as a video game challenge? How about that?
Yeah,
If your video game challenge is to turn $6-7 into $200,000,
yeah,
who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want it? 40,000 units. That's a lot of
and
units.
like I was saying, in the future, 5-10 years, everybody will be doing the business online. We're just going to be consumers. No, we got to start being owners, entrepreneurs, business owners online, including our kids and the next generation. Otherwise, we're going to be still left behind from the generation of wealth making. We can't afford to do that to our kids.
Exactly right.
Kids and kids, no. Now we have the
That was it.
tools, we have the knowledge, we have online, easy 1+1, 2. We can get into a small business. So it's not for everybody, but we need to be like, we are like 3% of us in business now. So we need to be at least 20, 30, 40% of us doing that so our community can thrive, whatever we at.
That's exactly right. And just to review, y'all,
And you will see when Africa step in, then we're not gonna have no space on PAUCA.
I wonder if I could, let me post the link to the link board on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so
And so we have I just posted on Instagram comments the link to the Substack.
yeah.
And there you'll see everything was laid out.
Yeah, even in Amharic, you know,
Yeah, I laid it
Ethiopians
out
can
there.
just French, Amharic, people can jump on this. But we want to give people opportunity first here, our
Mhm.
community. That's what we're trying to do, build the community first. And then from that, we have the whole world to buy from us. That's not that hard.
Real quick as we sign off, I'll remind you guys of the websites. The main website
Mariña, yeah.
is PAUCA.org. The deed to the brand, the deed that defines the intellectual property of the brand, if you're interested in that sort of thing, if that's how you want to, only lawyers are going to be interested in that. But anyway, deed.pauca.org, lawyers and people that are interested in legal documents. That's there, it's transparent, it's public, it's on the notary, so you can read it. And that's what we're publishing together. It's all defined in that property right there.
Yeah.
Okay. And if
That's
you kind of
legal.
exactly right.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
like we have LLC, whatever, you know, the paperwork. That's what you're gonna get. Your
on that
paperwork.
note, that's a great note. Real quick. Pan African United Community Advocacy is a nonprofit brand, which means it's scheduled to be a 501(c). Now, what that means is that the entity of it is a 501(c). It's using an intellectual property. That property is the deeded property of Pan African United Community Advocacy. So we're publishing that property together. That property is being used by the 501(c) to represent. Does that make sense? All right. And that's how all entities work.
Yeah.
Sometimes people get confused. But anyway, so pauca.org. We have the d.pauca.org, d.pauca.org. It's co-published with our studio certification. That's lmo.pauca.org. Your available publishing title. So if you want to go to look and see which piece you want to start with, then go to own.pauca.org. So you're going to own PAUCA.
Yeah.
Co-published marketplace. That's the store that we were looking at earlier with all the merchandise. That's store.pauca.org. We have the town square, which is talk.pauca.org. Then the publishing app, which is just publish.pauca.org. And it says it's an app. It's not an actual app that you have to download to your phone. It's just not in browser. It works like an app, but it's one of those websites that just works like an app. So, and then again, I didn't put the news on here because they're already on the news site, but it's news.pauca.org. So with that said, thank you all for your time. Come grab a bite at Queen Sheba Ethiopian Restaurant. Happy 2026.
Put your money where value is, but it has value.
Exactly.
That's all it is. So thank you, everyone. Make sure you get your PAUCA brand. You know, I'm just saying again and again. It could be around, you know, next month or 2-3 months. It could be all gone. So we gotta be like on top of things.
Exactly.
Because we cannot afford to miss any other opportunity. And thank you for you to create that type of platform for our community.
It's
You've been
everybody.
working on it, what, for the past whatever years? Now
It's,
it's finally here.
2021.
Yeah, it's finally here.
Mm-hmm.
So if people don't jump on this, then, you know, it is what it is.
We got to
The
build it
people who
together.
did will be,
If
yeah.
you're early, you're going to be so foundational to it, you might give TED Talks on it. Think about it that way.
yeah.
Yeah. All
But
right.
we don't know where it's there, Texas, but we just have to know we got to come together to do the work, and that's what we're doing. And we're giving you that platform to be on that foundation, pauca.org, while you're benefiting yourself, your family, and then your community. Yeah. So it is what it is. And thank you. All right. Thank you, Kimani, for all you do, because you're amazing, you're genius.
No, it's the community. I wouldn't turn that down every time.
We're gonna be thanking you in a few years.
Big head, come on.
You know, thank God for you. I'm serious.
So,
Thank
shout out
you.
Aaron and the Lost Bear.
Yep.
All right, we're ending stream.